Okay, let's talk real. Your driver's license might say you're 65, but what if your body is actually acting like it's 75? Or hey, maybe it's feeling more like 55.
This isn't some abstract idea. We're talking about a critical medical reality, and it's the only thing that truly predicts what your health is going to look like down the road. So think of it like this. You've got two different ages. On one hand, there's your chronological age. That's just how many laps you've made around the sun. Simple, right? But then there's your biological age. And listen, this is the one that really matters. It's the true speed of your body's internal clock, how fast your cells and your organs are actually wearing down. And here's the kicker. Those two numbers, they can be decades apart. And you know, scientists have been digging into this for years, and a massive new study just dropped that confirms it. It is not the number of candles on your birthday cake that predicts cognitive decline. No, it's the speed of that inner biological clock. So we've got to stop looking at the calendar and start listening to our bodies. And believe me, the stakes here are sky high. Get this, a huge study, we're talking over 19,000 adults, found the people who showed just a few simple physical signs of aging too fast had a staggering 79% higher risk of dementia. And it's not a fluke. Genetic studies are now showing us there are over 400 different genes involved in this, creating like 7 different types of accelerated aging. This is real, it's biological, and we can track it. But here's the good news. Your body is constantly sending you signals if you know what to look for. So today, I'm going to give you 5 simple tests. You can do them right at home, like right after this, to check in with your biological clock. And I'm telling you, you're going to want to stick around for sign number 4. It actually shocked me. It can show up years before you'd ever notice a memory problem. Okay, you ready? Let's jump right in. Sign number 1 is all about your grip strength, and we're going to call this the jar lid test. All right, be honest with yourself for a second. That new jar of pickles, can you pop it open on the first try, or are you struggling with it? What about carrying in the groceries? Does it feel heavier than it used to? If you're nodding along, you really need to listen up. See, this isn't just about your hands getting weak. No way. A huge new scientific review just confirmed it. People with a weaker grip have a 30% higher risk of dementia. That is a massive, scientifically proven signal. So why? Why does the strength of your hand matter so much? Well, because it's not just about your hand.
Your grip strength is like a report card for your entire body's health. It tells us about inflammation, your hormones, even the health of your heart. And get this, it's even linked to the actual size of your brain's memory center, the hippocampus. The bottom line is, when your muscles are getting weaker, it's a pretty sure bet your brain is too. But hey, you can absolutely turn this around. Here's what you do. Get a tennis ball and squeeze it 20 times in each hand every single day. Start lifting some light weights. And this is a big one. Make sure you're eating enough protein. You should be aiming for about 1 to 1.2 grams for every kilogram you weigh. Seriously, don't skip the protein. Okay, so that was grip strength. Now for sign number 2. And this one's an even stronger warning sign. We're talking about your walking speed. Let's call it the crosswalk test. Picture this. You're at a crosswalk. The little white walking sign lights up. Do you stroll across with plenty of time? Or are you doing that little half jog at the end because the red hand is flashing? See, most crosswalks are timed for a walking speed of about 4 feet per second. If you're struggling to make it, that's your body talking to you. And this is a big deal. Remember that huge study of 19,000 people? Well, it turns out that a slower walking speed was an even more powerful predictor of dementia than weak grip strength. We're talking a 34% higher risk. There's a reason doctors are starting to call walking speed the 6th vital sign.
And the brain connection here is just wow, it's so direct. Studies show that walking slower is linked to having a smaller frontal lobe. And your frontal lobe, that's the CEO of your brain. It's in charge of planning, making decisions, solving problems. So when your walk slows down, it's a huge clue that the boss in your brain might be shrinking. So what's the fix? Simple. You gotta move. Put it in your calendar. Make it non-negotiable. Walk for 30 minutes every day. Do some easy leg strengthening exercises, like getting up and down from a chair without using your hands. And hey, work on your balance. Stand on one foot while you brush your teeth, or maybe try a Tai Chi class. Okay, on to sign number 3. Your sleep is a mess. And I don't just mean you're a little groggy. I mean it's gotten bad. Are you waking up 3-4 times a night, tossing and turning for an hour before you finally drift off? Or maybe you're in bed for 8 hours, but you wake up feeling totally drained. If so, it's like your brain's nightly cleaning crew just walked off the job. Okay, so here's what's supposed to happen when you fall into that deep, deep sleep. Your brain kicks on this amazing rinse cycle. It literally washes away all the toxic gunk that builds up while you're awake. But if your sleep is constantly broken, that cleaning system never gets a chance to run. All that garbage just gets left behind, night after night. And this is what happens when the trash piles up. This isn't just my opinion. This is hard science. Chronic bad sleep can literally double the amount of amyloid-beta plaque that builds up in your brain. You know, that's the toxic gunk that's the hallmark of Alzheimer's. Just one bad night can make it worse. So you have to get serious about this. Treat your sleep like it's a prescription. 1. Make your bedroom a cave. Dark, cool, and quiet. 2. If you snore like a chainsaw, please get checked for sleep apnea. 3. Try sleeping on your side. Research shows it helps that brain draining process. And 4. Talk to your doctor about your medications. A lot of common drugs can wreck your sleep. All right, now for the one I told you about, the one that really got my attention when I was looking at the research. Sign up for your sense of smell is disappearing. We'll call this one the coffee test. Now listen to this because this is huge. Research from the National Institute on Aging is crystal clear. A fading sense of smell can show up years, I'm talking years, before the first hint of memory problems. It's one of the absolute earliest signs we have that something's up in the brain. So if you can't really smell that coffee brewing in the morning anymore, that's a big deal. And there's a very specific reason why. Your sense of smell has a direct highway, a hardwired connection into the exact parts of the brain that Alzheimer's attacks. First, the entorhinal cortex and the hippocampus. So when those areas start to get damaged, your sense of smell is often the first thing to go. It's truly the canary in the coal mine for your brain. Okay, so what do? 2 things. Number 1, if you've noticed your sense of smell isn't what it used to be, and there's no obvious reason, like a cold, you have to tell your doctor. Number 2, you can actually try something called smell training. It's backed by science. You get 4 different strong scents, like rose, lemon, cloves, eucalyptus, and you just deeply sniff each one for about 20 seconds every day. It can help wake up those neural pathways. All right, let's hit our 5th and final sign. And this one isn't about your body, it's about your life. It's social withdrawal. Because it turns out your brain desperately needs other brains to stay sharp. This isn't just about feeling lonely. This is a medical issue. The Lancet Commission, one of the top medical authorities on the planet, has officially named social isolation as a major risk factor for dementia. And here's the best part. They called it modifiable. That means you can change it. So ask yourself, are you turning down invites? Avoiding phone calls? That's a red flag. And get this, it's not just in your head. A study with over 500,000 people proved that loneliness directly bumps up your dementia risk. And even wilder, new genetic research shows that having limited social support is its own unique type of accelerated aging. Loneliness is literally physically aging your body faster at a cellular level. So the fix, you have to start treating your social life like it's medicine. Seriously, put it in your calendar, just like a doctor's appointment. Instead of walking by yourself, call a friend to go with you. Join a book club, volunteer somewhere. Make it a goal to call one person every day. Keeping your brain engaged with other people is one of the best workouts you can give it. Okay, let's wrap this all up into your action plan. This is your 5-sign home check, and I want you to really think about this today. Number 1, the jar test. How's that grip? 2, the crosswalk test. Are you keeping up with the light? 3, the sleep check. Are you actually getting restful sleep? 4, the coffee test. Can you still smell the little things in life? And 5, the social check. Are you connecting with people? Okay, here's my direct advice to you as a doctor. If you listen to that list and 2 or more of those signs made you go, uh-oh, I want you to pick up the phone and make an appointment with your doctor. I don't mean next month, I mean this week. These are not just part of getting old. They are urgent signals from your body, and you need to act. Now, I know that was a lot, and it might sound scary, but I need you to lean in for this last part, because this is the most important takeaway of all. Here's the good news. Accelerated aging is not your destiny. It is not a life sentence. Decades of research have shown us loud and clear that you can change this. In fact, a huge new study just proved that physical activity can actually break the chain between your biological age and your brain's health. Every single one of the 5 signs we talked about today can be improved through movement, good food, better sleep, and staying connected. You are in the driver's seat here. So I'll leave you with this. The number on your driver's license, that's fixed. You can't change it. But your biological age, that is absolutely up to you. Yeah, your biological clock is ticking. We all know that. But here's the amazing part. Unlike the calendar, you can actually reach in and slow that clock down. So please, do the 5-sign check today. And if you're concerned, take action this week. Start now.